let's talk about the Warframe. Let's just talk about it, right? This is Destiny, right? Destiny's here. Let's look at the all-time. You can see the consistency of, like, hell, let's find the other fucking one. Nope, I don't have it here. Damn it. All right, I need to consolidate some of these images together, but essentially, it's not good. It's not good, and even the counts here are not good. But then you look at the Warframe charts, and look at that. They're already hemorrhaging some players, but being 72, and then your average 46, all time 180. But if you look at the graph, the graph tells you everything you need to see. All the way back from 2012 when they started up to 2013. Well, look how it just goes up, but it always balances out, right? It goes up higher, but it never goes lower. Like it doesn't. Like the lowest they've ever been was 25K, 49K, and now we're at 79K. The low I see here was 61K. And by the way, this is Steam. People love to talk about console. Warframe's on console. In fact, they're on Nintendo Switch and they're also on mobile now. Like, it's funny. People want to talk about Destiny, and people like, you don't understand, more people be playing console. Well, same thing for Warframe. So what is Warframe doing right that's maintaining consistency? I think that's a huge thing. I think people want to see peaks being shattered, but in live service games, I think the main goal is consistency at a high margin. Consistency is key. When you have a dedicated market, you have a dedicated community that will continue to support you. You continue to put out new content. They will support you in microtransactions and buying your wares. Supporting you is kind of like the big deal. Like, we've seen microtransactions. The reason why Fortnite can be 100% free and does crazy shit that no other game is doing, and yet it's 100% free. It's because microtransactions. Warframe has found its stride. It may not be popular like Battlefield or Call of Duty or, you know, popping the fuck off like Arc Raiders, but it's got its dedicated community, and that's what you want. Warframe has got its dedicated community that the devs are passionate. They still love the game. They love the community. And I think that's a big thing. I think if you are at your job in your career, you love what you do, it's going to show through the product, the after product of what you're doing, right? If you hate your job, your work ethic and the quality of what you do goes down the drain, which is why part of the problem of Bungie and Destiny starts showing through, is because I'm sure a lot of those people hate their fucking job. We know that it's a toxic work environment. We've heard. Warframe, the developers love their game and they love their community, and they show it. They don't just say we're listening. They don't just say, hey, we like you guys. This is one of those companies that are so close to the community. Like when you talk about a company not being your friend, the $1 billion company is not your friend. Digital Extremes is probably the closest fucking company to you can actually make friends with the developers, and you don't have to be a content creator. All right? You don't have to be a content creator to be close to these developers. They actively engage with the community. The director literally cosplays. The CEO also is heavily, involved with the community. Like, imagine Pete Parsons sitting in a live stream. That's unheard of. Or, you have we can think of some negative situations like Randy Pitchford with Borderlands 4. He's a negative example, but when you have like Steve from Digital Extremes, it's a positive experience, and it shows the care that they have, the inside jokes that they have with the community. They have fostered a community. They have fostered a community that the community trusts them. The community trusts them. And the thing about Warframe, they're not cranking out content at the speed that Bungie does. Like, when you play Warframe, there's a lot of times where there's some down content. There's the standard amount of time where there's just like, there isn't anything new to do. So there is those voids, but the community's okay with it because they're okay with it because they give digital streams the time to cook, because they know when they cook, they know when digital streams cooks, they get a good product. Not only is it free, every update is free. Every single update is free, but it slaps. Now, it doesn't mean that everything is going to be over the top and amazing. Like, there are some things like, yeah, I think you could compare quality from Destiny and Warframe. There's some things that, like cutscenes, I would argue there's some cutscenes that are arguably better than you'll ever see in Warframe and Destiny. Like, Destiny has those, and they have some great soundtracks. But Warframe has great soundtracks, and the cutscenes that they do have are good. The battles, the fights, the guns. And we're not trying to compare Destiny to Warframe in that regard that they're the same type of game. They're both looter shooters, both live service games, and and they have abilities. But that's kind of where they kind of draw the line in similarities. They diverge into their own genre. But this company started before Destiny 1. And yet they have contained the same game since it launched. Instead of having a Warframe 2, they just had Warframe. And the reason why, it's not about greed. It's not necessarily about over delivery, fearing patterns. They have set patterns. They have over delivered. They have over delivered a model that the community trusts, that I'm going to invest in this game and know that there's value in it. That this company cares enough about its community, and then when there is backlash, that they do try to work and give the community what it wants. And I think that's a huge point to put out, is that Bungie does not meet the needs of its player base. The interest of this game continues to go up. Like, a perfect example, if we go back, we have 118 maximum, then it went up to 115, then it went up to 119, 117. As you can see, people, it's pretty consistent. When there's a massive update, look at the consistency of what is happening here. It's consistent. Sure, it's not 300,000 like Destiny used to be, but look at all the years. July 2025, March 2025, December 2024, April 2023, December 2021, July 2021. There are moments, obviously these are highlight moments. I think this was one of the big updates. Was this the conclusion to the war? Was the conclusion to the old war? I'm not for sure. But anyways, as you can see, pretty consistent. When there's big updates, there are some consistent increases. And I think that's kind of what you want. You want consistency. Obviously, you're going to have some amazing high highs. And sometimes it's catching magic in a bottle. But consistency is key, man. Look at the consistency. Consistency is key. And that's where you got to give praise where praise is. I think if you can play Warframe and you enjoy it, you buy into the community, I think you're gonna have a game that you can really invest in. Now, I think Warframe runs into the same problem Destiny does, where you consume everything. There's moments where you're like, okay, what do I do now? But there are moments, especially if you're a veteran, and that's why it's okay to go play other games. But Warframe makes you want to come back. It makes you want to continue grinding. People, it's not that it's doing bad. That's why people aren't playing. It's because it's doing so well that people have consumed everything it has to offer, and so they've gone to other games. But Bungie and Destiny, when people leave, they're not coming back. That's the big difference. You look when a big update comes, people aren't coming back. I mean, we saw the final shape. We saw Lightfall. But people aren't coming back because people aren't excited anymore. All these other updates it just keeps going down. The trend is going down. It's because people aren't excited about the game anymore. So can anyone tell me Psy Antenna is the featured weapon for solo op quick play, but it's even possible for a 5e to get in quick play, or are we just not allowed to get it, that gun? I think you just have to get lucky. If you're not max Crucible and you don't have the season pass bonus, your points are going to be lower. But the point that it's here is that I think it's the community and the passion and desire of the devs. And I'm not saying that there isn't any devs at Bungie that aren't passionate, but I think the negative sentiment, the disconnect between the rest of Bungie with the community is heavily impacting like they don't have the same connection. Anyone that wants to say that Bungie's your friend or they love their community, they compared to digital extremes, it's a night and day difference. There's always something to look forward to with Warframe, and people want to come back. People want to come back to Destiny, but Bungie doesn't actually do what players want for them to come back. That's why you have a bunch of angry people on Reddit, on the forums, on YouTube, on comments, on Twitter, like every space of Destiny. And even hell, I would go through on my phone sometimes when I'm eating lunch, and I'll go like to a Destiny community thing, and you just see piles of people shitting on Destiny or talking about how they don't like Destiny because Bungie continues to say, fuck you, we're gonna do what we want. That's the problem. That's why I call out the $1 billion company, because they don't fucking listen to their consumers. There's no reason to defend a $1 billion company that does not respect its consumers. It's laughable. If Destiny went 100% free to play, where updates were all free, then they want to crank out microtransactions in exchange, pop the fuck off. Fortnite does it. Warframe does it. As long as you do things right. If you do Ash and Iron, where it is the bare fucking minimum and it's absolutely bad, no one's going to give a shit. Like Ash and Iron was a free update, but it was probably the worst piece of content we've ever had. When it comes to seasonal, right? It was awful. I would rather pay for an episode than fucking deal with whatever Ash and Iron was. Awful. I've never really played Warframe and thought, this is awful. It may not have scratched my itch. I may not have been like, oh man, okay, it's all right. That happens, and I'm sure people in the community, in the Warframe community, feel that way sometimes too. But generally, I'm pretty excited when I see something Warframe. Like, it's a good time, and I just don't feel that. And I've spent a couple years playing Warframe. Granted, the past year or two, I've stepped away. Like I play casually. I play very casually, probably more so than I do Destiny 2. It's just, when you look compared to digital extremes and Bungie, and why is Warframe seeing more success, it got consistency, is it may not be the most popular game. It may not be the most selling on the Steam charts, but it has consistency. It has a solid community. And very rarely do I see any of their content creators blame the community for something bad happening, or do I ever see there be, upset or friction? Like, there's no civil war between the community and most of the content creators. There might be moments that happens, but very rarely. Like, not to the extreme that you see with Destiny and Bungie and creators, right? You don't see that level. And people are like, what are you gonna do if Destiny dies? I'm just gonna react to Warframe. I will react to Warframe. I will play Warframe, and I'll play other games like I am now with Destiny. Like, oh, what am I gonna do with my hobby? find something else to be a hobby. I'm pissed though, I don't have a lot of time to play, so I play Banshee bounties and Shaw bounties for cores and easy XP. Now that's removed, I have no reason to play. Damn, rip. But you want to know why Warframe sees success and is not seen as a failure compared to Bungie and Destiny? Devs that care and the leaders that actually participate and care. I mean, you're talking about dev streams every month. You have, no, not every month, every week, but the, you know, CEO joins every month. You have investment in the community. The devs themselves play. Not only do they play their own game, they play it live and they play with randoms as well. They're nerds. They cosplay. They geek out about the game. Yes, Bungie devs do that too, but not to the same connected level that Warframe developers do. Like, most people know exactly most digital stream players. 15 minutes weekly stream. Yeah. 15-minute weekly stream. Wait, 15 minutes? Oh, it was longer than 15 minutes. Pablo even admitted they follow 3 rules for potential nerfs. Yeah, because they know that they're, listen, when it's a free model and they heavily rely on microtransactions to stay afloat. How do you get people to buy microtransactions? You want them to buy and invest in your game. How do you get them to buy and invest in your game? You make them feel good. You make them feel comfortable. You make them feel safe. You make them excited to play the game and want to. I play a game and I see this really cool fucking armor piece. Why would I fucking buy it if I don't ever plan on playing it again? Now, there's exceptions to that rule, and I'll give a good one. I'll give an example. I bought, sexy goth mommy Gwen from Destiny Rising, and I haven't touched it since I beat the raid, the base version of the raid. I never got them back, but I spent like $100 on that. And but it was good. It had features. I enjoyed the experience. I feel okay with my money. Why does D2 remove paid content and sunset weapons and Warframe just keeps adding? Because Bungie doesn't know how to do things correctly. They don't know how to balance things. They don't know how to drive interest. But Warframe has been adding guns since 2013. And they've managed to make guns, and they've even gone backwards and made old guns more interesting than they were. Dev shorts of Reb and Steve are 15 minutes. They also do the big dev stream prime time. Yeah. Once Osiris, oh my God, Destiny can't die. It's a containment facility. If that shit dies, those ball suckers will infest other games. They already are. I literally criticized like Call of Duty from a random post, and a random Bungie ball fondler attacked me about Destiny. Wasn't even talking about it. They just brought up the drama from 6 months ago. I'm like, dude, we're talking about Call of Duty and you're being a dick sucker for Bungie and for Activision now. Like, shut the fuck up. By the way, they're adding marathon skins to Destiny 2. Lamau. Yeah. Digital Stream is real for doing the 15-minute dev shorts and chill community weekly live streams. Yeah, that's what I mean. The chill community weekly live streams on top of all the monthly dev streams. Yeah, that is what makes them stand out compared to Bungie, is that they invest into their community. They are sowing goodwill. They are building momentum, and they've been continuing the momentum. They're not going backwards. Sure, they may fuck up, but then they continue forward, right? I think the worst that Digital Streams has ever done is not even close to like the bare minimum of bad that Bungie's done, right? The worst of Warframe, Hell's, like, it's a nothing burger compared to just a little issue from Bungie. Even DE an email that I would pay to unlock me from the lock mission, but no reply. I don't know, man. I don't know what mission it is. I don't know. I know they do have ways of if it's out, if you're glitched or something, you can get yourself out of it. I don't know. I don't mess with they're supposed to have player support. They have forums, just like Bungie does. So I don't know. I'm the wrong person to talk about that. I can't speak on that. New War, I think. New War is fucking fire, by the way. I do need to go back through and replay all the missions. I did try doing a new player experience, but I think I just need to go through on my account and just play to play, and do like a fresh play. I'll do that in the summer, I think. Contact Warframe support. Yeah. Anyways, we're yapping at this point. I'm talking to chat, but that's just my thoughts and feelings. Like, Bungie just released a brand new update, and Warframe at its peak on Steam, and we're not even talking about consoles either. And the fact that they also have mobile on the way. I don't know if it's out yet. They have all these different options to play the game now compared to Destiny. And I think even on the Nintendo Switch. Is that true? Am I gaslighting? Warframe on Switch is available for free on Nintendo Switch. Yes. It's on the fucking Switch. Switch on mobile. It's got on mobile, it's got a 4.9 out of fucking 5. Yeah, pre-registration. Yeah. So you can't even use well, Destiny has more players on console. Steam is not a valid way to compare it. It is when we're talking about Warframe and Destiny, because Warframe has more options and availability to play the game. And yet Warframe on Steam alone is, competing with a brand new expansion coming soon to Android. So it's on iPhone, coming soon to Android. Yeah, that's crazy. And you've got to think there are more people with phones than consoles. And the fact that they can play on their phone, holy. Those numbers are going to be insane compared to Destiny Renegades. Yes, next week we're going to see. I'm going to be here for it. Listen, this isn't a shit fest on like the negative Nelly on Destiny. This is more targeted toward Bungie. Bungie, the problem with Destiny is Bungie. You need to fix the root problem before you can ever fix Destiny. The root success of Warframe is Digital Extremes. They have the secret sauce. They have everything that you need. They listen to their players. When they say we're listening, they actually fucking do and do something about it. It's not like months later. And sometimes they take bugs and make it into features. In fact, I would argue, yeah, Bungie has done that kind of, but Digital Extremes has been making features from bugs since probably 2013. They do it a lot. Anyways, that's just my thoughts on Warframe versus like Destiny, why we're seeing a lot of issues.